All right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. This video, you need to be here and watch this because you don't want to miss 10 gems from my collection. Now, this is not a top 10 at all because what I'm trying to do is not show the same knives over and over. These are some hidden gems, some different knives that are slightly different than my top 10. Some of these are definitely in my top 10 for sure. Just trying to show some new stuff. I get asked about this all the time, and I thought I would just do this video real quick. Now, these are going to be like rapid run-throughs, so stand by. Now, most of these are folders. There is one fixed blade, and there are no Tempest knives in here just to not just sit here and promote my own stuff. So there is at least one or two Tempests that would be in my top 10, but it is what it is. Now, this is the Remette Woodpecker. This is one of my favorite Remettes. There are two Remettes in this list, which is interesting. And there was a third one that I almost put in here, but this is the Woodpecker. And one of the main reasons is this gorgeous blurple-ish crystallized titanium. They just get the details. To me, Remette is nailing the details, and these knives are absolutely fantastic. And that pearlescent finish they do that causes the cutting to be so great is incredible. So, and good lock bar access as well. So that's the Woodpecker. Next is a concept. And by the way, I also didn't include the concept Thunderhead just because it's my design, but that one would be in here as well. It's one of my favorites from this year for sure. But this is the concept Havorn. Great design by Jen Designs. You got the Arctic Storm and this beautiful wavy milled pattern both on the clip and on the show side. I kind of wish they had still done it on the lock side, but they didn't. It's a front flipper and a back flipper. Great access to the lock bar. Fantastic looking knife with that Damascus. I've really kind of fallen in love with Concepts Damascus. And next, guys, in the running for knife of the year, the Gecko Customs Pictis. This is unbelievably good, done by Kubi, hollow grind, beautiful knife. And Steven over there, just a really nice guy, excellent front flipper, excellent hole, just a beautiful Warncliffe design with a fantastic ergonomic grip. This is going to be in the running for 2025 Knife of the Year from my perspective. All right, let's slip to something new. Slip, you get it? This is pretty much my favorite Jack Wolf. This is my favorite Jack Wolf. This is the Jack Wolf knives, Big Bro Jack in the white contoured bone with the blue accented screws and the hand rub satin S90V blade. And just listen. I mean, the best walk and talk of any slip joint I've ever experienced. This is incredible and it's beautiful. And yeah, this has to be in a 10 gems video because this is an absolute gem of a knife. All right. Next, and again, I'm going to take some guff for this, but this is definitely a gem. I am looking, somebody's going to say, but I thought you were looking to sell this. I am. And you know, it's kind of funny. This is one of the best made knives I've ever seen. It is a lovely, this is the Machine Wise Sonora, by the way. It is an integral design, and it is absolutely fantastic. Love the blade and the shape and the cutting. You wouldn't think it seems a little thicker, but guys, this thing cuts, and especially look how thick that edge is out on the tip. But it cuts fantastically. The only reason I'm thinking of selling it is because it's a button lock, and it's just not my preference. I just don't get the experience from a button lock, tactile wise, that I get from a frame lock, a liner lock. Those are just my preferences. So there's nothing wrong with the knife. This is number 1252. I am looking to sell it if you're interested. But yeah, I'm in no hurry to sell it. It's just one of those things I'd like to get something else that fits. See, I'm even reaching for a liner lock. But yeah, it's a button lock. But it is a fantastic USA made machine custom knife. Really good. It just doesn't have that satisfaction of the action for me that I prefer because it's a button lock. But everybody likes something different, and that's why we're here. Now, I'm going to slip over to a fixed blade, and this is a custom Aries EDC. I have 3 of his customs now, and if you guys know, I have a knife called the Microburst. And by the way, the sheath seems to be scratching the blade up a little bit on this. I might send it back to Scott and just see if we can find a way to keep that from happening. But it's definitely scratching it up on both sides. But this is the Aries EDC custom Tempest Microburst fixed blade. So this is my design, the Microburst. So it is a Tempest. I know I said I left the Tempest out, but Scott did his own thing on this. It's a little bit different. It's got the Aries vibe to it, so I thought it fit. I also have a Rock Hopper and a Rock Hopper XL, which are awesome, but I thought this was a great one to put in here as a gem. If you haven't gotten an Aries EDC custom-made knife yet, you should definitely check him out. So yeah, beautiful knife. Indeed, love that one. Okay, next let's go for this, another Jack Wolf. This is literally one of the most beautiful knives I've ever seen. It's got the Frostfat Carbon polished bolsters and end cap, and really ridiculous hand rub satin S90V blade. This is the Jack Wolf Bionic Jack, I believe it is. Fantastic. It's a front flipper, but it's also got the nail neck where you can flick it open, and a fantastic knife. And again, you have that great ergonomic feel and that just wicked shape. I mean, totally wicked. Very, very nice. Another Remette. Let's jump over here to the Peregrine Falcon. Now, I thought about putting the Agile Peregrine Falcon in here, but I felt like if I'm saying gems, I ought to put the blingy knife in here. And this one's got that blingy Timascus. It does have a lock, blingy Timascus on that back spacer. Beautiful scales. Has the pivot button lock. Just a fantastic knife. Indeed, just unbelievable. Great access to the lock bar. You can notice, like I said, the majority of these are either going to be frame locks or liner locks if they're locking knives. It's just what I prefer. So pearlescent finish, again, heck of a cutter. So that is the Remette Peregrine Falcon. We have another slip joint, guys, and this is a custom. Guys, if you've never heard of Gene Wiseman, you ought to pay attention. He's a U.S. maker. This is a slip made by Lancelot Leather, also a custom maker. This is my Gene Wiseman custom spear point slip joint in D2 and paper micarta that's been jigged. Just a fantastic little slippy, easy to pinch, great spear point blade. Just feel like I'm carrying a piece of history and a piece of American art and craftsmanship when I carry this. And you can see Gene just does a fantastic job. You can reach out to him and he'll make you, he's done so much stuff. He's got a lot to choose from there. Let's leave it out of the slip. And last, is that 9? Yeah. Last, guys, I mean, again, this has been in a top 10. And this is, I get asked every day, what's your favorite knife? So I have to put this in every one of these kind of videos. To be honest, the main reason I want to sell the Sonora is to get a Holt haptic. This is the Holt Morpheus. I would really love to have a haptic. And this is the Morpheus. So beautiful starburst pattern, feather pattern, I'm sorry. Feather milled pattern. I don't know why I said starburst. It's feathered. And just the best action of any knife I've ever experienced. Bar none. It's not even close. And I went to their table at Blade Show, and every knife I picked up was just tuned perfectly. And then you got that mirrored stonewash. Just a fantastic, unbelievable knife. I am so glad to have this. Again, thanks to the gentleman that gifted it to me. So very cool. All right, let's lay these out. Again, I didn't give them to you in any kind of order. These are just 10 gems. It's not a top 10. It's just a 10 gems from the collection. So I thought you guys would enjoy that. I get asked all the time to see some of these kinds of knives, and that's exactly what I intended to do here. I'll get these spaced out. Man, just sometimes I just run out of room doing these videos. It is lots of fun, though. So there you go, 10 gems. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down below, and I'll be glad to answer anything I can. Just so glad to have these in my collection. My collection is getting pretty cool. And again, there were some I left out of this that I consider they're actually in my top 10. But I've shown them so many times, I thought I'd show some new stuff. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Please let me know what you think of these down below. And definitely make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to all. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.